Hello, everyone. I'm Dr. Sri Banerjee, core faculty for the College of Health Science and Public Policy at Walden University. And in this segment, I'm going to be going over some of the budget cuts that Trump has proposed that is going to be considered in the House and Senate. So let's go and get started. Some of these changes are quite alarming. Some of the areas that he wants to cut, that Trump wants to cut, are things like WIC and many basic things like LIHEAP and some of the other programs. I'm going to go into in this segment about what this really represents for Americans. Basically, a lot of the budget cuts that he's proposing, he wants to put that into military spending. So let me see here. So he's talking about funds to domestic activities such as Medicare, Medicaid, Social Security, and SNAP, what is known as food stamps, Supplemental Nutrition Assistance Program. So that's going to be at the lowest level percentage of GDP since the Eisenhower administration. So we're dialing back, just like we dialed back Roe v. Wade. We're dialing back some of the necessary, um, some of the necessary budget allocations that were here. So what exactly is going on here? This is a nice progressive website where they talk about um, some of the cuts. So in here, some of the cuts include Special Supplemental Nutrition Program (SNAP) or WIC for women, infants, and children. So roughly 40 to 50% of all infants born in the United States depend on WIC. And as you know, as I've mentioned in other lectures, there are WIC is a very essential sort of program along with SNAP. So community services blocks. This is more block grants. This is more for alleviating poverty by providing funds to states, territories, and tribes to administer direct support for the neediest. So 10 million people depend on this, and he's calling to cut or eliminate this bill completely. WIC is something that I personally have experience with from my stepdaughter, who is very dependent. Some of my multiple stepdaughters that have used this with their children. LIHEAP is another program that I believe used, but definitely stepdaughters have used this. Um, this program helps struggling families heat their homes in the winter and cool their homes in the summer. So, in without this, my stepdaughter would have lost her home and everything trying to foot the bill for through LIHEAP if LIHEAP was gone. So in 2024, 5.9 million households across all 50 states received assistance from LIHEAP, and they want to eliminate this. Also, HUD housing, Section 8 housing. Many poor people cannot afford rent, so they're given special privileges, special preference to households. So there's a different type of system that he is creating to complete destruction in the long run. NIH, pretty much um, some of the biggest donations or governmental spending being cut a lot. So $6 billion are being cut, which is by 13%. And the list goes on and on about what types of even K-12, CDC, and NIH are being cut, higher education are being cut. So there's a lot of different, not only funding that's been slashed, but also decreased some of the funding for a lot of these special programs. So if you have the address to your senator or representative, then I urge you to write to them and say that this is not something that you support, and support a more agenda that has that allows for um, special programs to still continue. So you can go through this website. There's a lot of AmericanProgress.org, and you can look up Trump budget request cuts, and you'll be able to see what else is on the cut list. I hope this has made some sense. Thank you for listening.